Hi, it's Jason Morandis again from the Delta Community Presbyterian Church, joined by Pastor Doug Schoonover. One question that comes up quite a bit from individuals is, what is a Presbyterian? Can you talk a little bit about what it means to be a Presbyterian and what the church is all about?
I would love to do that. For one, it's a word that's hard to spell, even for people who have been a Presbyterian all their lives. But being a Presbyterian goes back to the original Greek, which and the word is presbytos, and it's the word for elder. And so a Presbyterian church, when you see that in the title, you know that it's a church that is ruled by elders. The congregation has elected men and women to be able to help lead the congregation as elders. And so it talks about, it's a name for our government. But it's also a style of worship. You know, we are much more of what would be called a mainline church when you're Presbyterian, especially ours, Presbyterian Church in the USA. That's our background. But Presbyterian is hard to spell, but it's at the heart of who we are, and it's elder rule.
Is there anything that makes it especially differentiated from some of the other Protestant faiths that comes top of mind, or anything that you think is important that as somebody gets into Presbyterian faith that kind of we pride ourselves on, if you want to call it that?
Yeah, I would say another big part of being Presbyterian is realizing that we're an orderly group of people. Mm-hmm. We are one of the oldest denominations in the United States. We've been around since before the American Revolution. And we have, besides the Bible, which is our main tenet that we follow, over the years we've developed what's known as a book of order. And it's the procedures of how we go about governing the church, talking about representative government with elders and deacons. Deacons are those elected to be able to help serve throughout the congregation. And then also how we go about doing our worship. In our book of order, it shows every part of our worship service and why we do it, with all the scriptural background as well. And so we are what you would call more of a liturgical church. We follow a liturgy, which is an order of worship that if you grew up Catholic or Lutheran or Episcopalian, we would fit right in among that style of worship with them.
Okay, thank you very much, Pastor.